microphones. The Large Hadron Collider is a device for awakening an Egyptian god.
Son of a bitch, man. Like it. I mean, I believe some stupid stuff. Like, I'll even admit some of the stuff I believe is pretty far fetched. But god damn it, come on! Awakening an Egyptian.
Yeah. Number 9 here. The moon doesn't exist.
Do you think it does?
It's there.
What if that's just like a big old billboard in space? A picture. They're just like, hey, we're all screwed.
If we can put a billboard in space, we can put a man on the moon.
It would be cool if we could get like an ad on that billboard.
Just have one night of the year it says Soapy across
Hey,
the moon.
Illuminati, if you're listening, can we get
our name on the moon?
Can we get our name on the moon? I'm sitting closer to the mic. It sounds better.
Yeah. Number 10.
I couldn't find shit on my computer, so I shut it off.
Jay-Z is a time-traveling vampire.
I can get on board with that. Like, him, Keanu, Nick Cage. You ever seen those?
Yeah,
those
yeah.
One, yeah.
All those pictures.
They never age.
Yeah. Well, you saw the ones where like they found like 17th and 18th century counterparts to all those people.
Yeah, and actually, wasn't Justin Timberlake on that list too.
Nick Cage was on that list. I forget who else was on that list.
There was a lot of people.
It was weird though.
Well, the Keanu one's the one that looks like it's like you know.
Let's see. 11. Time Cube.
What the?
Today is 4 days at once.
Hey, excuse me?
Yeah.
Explain this time cube theory to me.
Question.
Yes.
If someone described themselves as the wisest human, the greatest mathematician, and the greatest philosopher, would that put you off?
Probably. I'd probably think they were just a self-absorbed douche.
Might you think them a bit of a big head? How about if they had a website that ranted in massive fonts about a concept where 4 days happen at once, all while constantly pointing out that you're too stupid to understand it? And if you go to this shortlist.com and find the 15 of the internet's craziest conspiracy theories article, you can click here and go to said website.
Yeah, I think I'll skip visiting.
Number 12, dinosaurs helped build the pyramids. Yeah.
That's like dinosaur and man live together and Jesus rode a raptor or something.
Have you seen the Creation Museum or something?
Oh, in Kentucky?
Yeah.
Have you seen Bill Nye?
All of his videos?
No, the Bill Nye John Hamm debate.
Oh, no.
Like, Bill Nye just tore him down. Like, dude, you're retarded. You know, it's
one of those things. I still like I am a semi-religious person just because I've grown up that way my whole life. But a lot of stuff makes sense.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm semi-retarded, but a lot of stuff still makes sense.
Yeah. It's just like, I still don't like the whole idea of organized religion. That's why I kind of do my own thing. Away from everything else. But
my biggest thing is, and this is another thing that Bill Nye gets on, like, if you're refusing to teach your kids evolution, I mean, you're in basic science. You know,
that would be on the table for my kids to know, because it makes sense.
Okay, say Adam and Eve is real. How do we know they weren't evolved from something to get to that point?
Like, they said that God created, the people when they were perfect and in his likeness or whatever else. But what if, and I know people like to question me when I say this to people, what if he made them, but gave them room to improve?
Well, yeah, I mean, you make something and it's not good at first. I mean, the first time, like, you make a recipe, it might be decent, but I mean, you can, add a pinch of paprika, add a little salt.
Fun fact, I had a history teacher going through school. I won't say who
I did too.
Or what grade that it was, but how he explained where people of the regions of the world came from when it came to God. And if this offends anyone, I'm very sorry, but it was funny as heck. And It didn't offend me, and I'm part of that whole process. So here you go. Well, race of people, I would say. He would always say that the first batch of cookies that came out of God's oven, he burnt. So he's like, Africa looks good. I'm going to put those cookies in Africa.
Oh.
That was still one of the funniest things I've heard to this day. And it came from a history teacher. Oh, let's move on. Siri can predict the apocalypse.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I'm not even going to
Siri won't even connect half the time. How's she going to predict the apocalypse?
I switched mine to a British man, right? And I asked him if I could call him Jarvis.
Yeah.
And he basically told me to piss off. Yeah. So, and called me kind of silly things. Let's see. 14. Hunter S. Thompson was murdered.
No.
Killed by someone other than himself.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a huge Hunter S. Thompson fan. I think knew he was going to have another stroke or something, and he was like, fuck this. I'm going.
Let's see. 15. Denver Airport is the home of all evil.
We've been there.
We're there.
It wasn't that bad, actually.
Well, we'll read this one at least. To finish on, here's another nugget from the New World Order truthers.
Denver nugget.
Denver International Airport is the epicenter of world evil because world evil needs somewhere where it can just relax and be itself. Away from the daily grind of all that bad doing, handily there are cryptic signs all over the airport to remind enlightened travelers of the evilness they're traversing. Far more insight, you may enjoy another piece that you can click on to go to and read. But there it is. I didn't find much evil about the Denver airport.
No.
There wasn't much to it. It was big, but there wasn't much to it.
Couldn't find the bathrooms for a minute.
Yeah, it's true. They did have those moving sidewalk things that were kind of trippy. I think the best airport we went to was the one in Charlotte. That had like the mall.
God, that place was awesome. I could
was
like
huge.
Literally like that freaking what's his name? Woody the Cowboy. Tom Hanks. That Tom Hanks movie where he lives in the airport.
Yes,
I could do that at the Charlotte International Airport.
It was like a big mall and all kinds of other stuff.
There was like a freaking Madden store.
Oh yeah,
it was like just Madden store.
Yeah.
It's like really,
and like ESPN and fun things like that, and like a bunch of restaurants.
Oh,
usually you just have like a little bar somewhere in an airport.
Then we got on the most ghetto ass plane in the world,
and we're with what was it? The University of Cincinnati women's team,
Bearcats, like ladies,
like their
track and field
or something. And of course, Jason was all freaked out because sports teams on planes usually.
Well, that and the little Asian man in front of me, his fucking head was right in my mouth when he leaned his damn seat back.
I tell you what, that last plane that we took from Charlotte back to Dayton was, and you all have to know what we look like by now. We were on this little sardine can of an airplane, and me and Jason were right next to each other.
There was less headroom than a school bus.
Yeah. You had the window seat, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was 2 seats per aisle, and me and Jason were together. For one, because we hadn't actually had seats together at all that whole time, did we?
Well, I think
going to Charlotte, I think we had, or going to Los Angeles.
No, when we got to Denver, remember the lady was like, Elsie? And you were like, I think you should call her name. I'm like, why the hell would she be calling my name? Nobody knows me here. And then finally, like, well, you guys were supposed to sit together. Okay. I'm like, well, give us our damn tickets.
There was all kinds of weird stuff. I remember when we first took off for the first time. That was my first plane ride.
Yeah, mine too. I was pooping.
And, I was starting to get like a little bit sick. So.
I was in between a foreign fella who was hogging the window and some like not fat but not skinny businessman that like kept falling asleep and leaning towards me. Like, kind of like going my way, like he's going to get on my shoulder. And I was like, nope.
The first flight, I was between a lady who was probably 85 years old, who had also never flown on an airplane before, and a man who could have been a serial killer, but I wasn't really sure.
The old lady probably would have held your hand. I mean...
She fell asleep, dude. She was asleep and just... like the whole time.
Well, I was afraid to go to sleep because I snore loud.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to piss everybody on the plane off.
I think it's one of those, like, I had, like, weird things about that, too. But I worried less about me snoring too loud as I did just projectile drooling as I had my head forward asleep on the airplane.
I wanted to sleep because if I was going to die, I'd rather do it asleep. You know, because the whole time, like, all I could think about was, hey, there's nothing literally under my feet right now.
Do you remember, which one of them did we hit, like, a little bit of turbulence and it was all like, nah.
Everyone.
Like, right when we were going to land, it was like...
I think that was right when we got in L.A. out of Denver.
Yeah, I think so.
Like in LAX.
It had started to snow in Denver when we were
Well, yeah, I remember we got to the hotel room and they said like so many hundreds of flights were grounded.
Yeah.
Because it was like...
Good Lord. Let's see.
Was that it for the conspiracy theories?
Well, I've got this one, but it's kind of weird.
What is it?
I don't think it was 8 conspiracy theories. The top 8 conspiracy theories that are turning out to be true. Which are...
Do they have titles for each of the 8, or just...
Yes. I don't think I'm really going to go into it, though. The Black Budget, 9/11, Unidentified Flying Objects, Geoengineering and Solar Radiation Management, the Stratospheric Spring, a small group of elite people and the corporations they run own everything. Which this is a pretty well capitalistic world now anyway, so the corporations do own everything. Water fluoridation. Over unity energy. And let's see, genetically modified organisms. Make sure you say organisms. And that's it. And then there's this one that's the top. What does this say? Oh, it went away on me. 25 of the greatest conspiracy theories in history. Which I don't think I'm going to do.
No, I saw that one, and there's like really no titles or nothing. You got to like read a lot of crap just to get to the meat of each one.
So I think I'll be okay with that. And call it good on conspiracy theories. What else we want to do? Just talk about some things and things.
Yeah, we can figure out what kind of show we want to do next and actually research and...
Yeah. Well, actually, let me close out of this. Let's take a little break. And then we can just talk about something when we get back. So, stay here if you are here. And we'll be back in about a minute. How long has it been since we've done this? And I just can't figure out what I'm supposed to do right now. Stay tuned. You're listening to Into the Other Side Paranormal Talk Radio. Hey everyone, it's David from Soapy Inc. and Into the Other Side Paranormal Talk Radio, and I'm here to tell you about an awesome program from iHeartRadio called Show Your Stripes. What's Show Your Stripes? It's a program geared towards spreading awareness around the issue of returning veterans who are unemployed, and it encourages businesses to hire these highly trained and skilled individuals who deserve a shot at a normal life. Where can you find out more about this? Simply by going to iHeartRadio.com/showyourstripes or showyourstripes.org to find valuable resources from the most trusted sources and a customized user experience for veterans, businesses, and supporters. If you are or know of a veteran in need of employment or would like to know what you can do to support the cause, I urge you to check out showyourstripes.org for more information. Hire smart, hire vets. Powered by military.com and monster.com.
Do you believe in time travel?
Whatever I please.
What if I told you I found a way to reach back into the past?
I got an idea.
Our world consists of countless portals that allow us to bridge time and space, each a doorway to a unique past. Loyalty is the only code, so I assembled my inner circle to join me. Chris Musgrove.
Do it again.
Ashley Leckie.
Guys, are you kidding me?
And Rebecca Kirschbaum.
You can't make deals with things that aren't human.
Using a device we call Pandora, it will be our compass as we travel back to the past by creating ripples in time.
Look out, though.
It's time to see what the history books got right. This is Resident Undead.
And
Oh, hey, that's just me playing on the djembe.